Hello, welcome to the show. So today, if you pay attention, I'm going to teach you how to basically build a recession-proof business. So stick around, make sure you guys are all paying attention and stick to the end. Got some really cool stuff going on, actually. I'm really excited about it. So first and the most important, SaveEarthProject.com. It's a nonprofit buying land to give back to the earth. So this is a total nonprofit. Every penny goes to helping save the planet, and it's just a really awesome nonprofit that I'm in. So go to SaveEarthProject.com and donate today. Every dollar helps. All right. So I wish I had some awesome, better news for my 100th episode, which is pretty epic. So our whole tribe is growing big and everything's getting better. But the real meat and potatoes of today's episode is we're going to be talking about, just kind of the weird vibes that's going on in the world, all right? I'm not ever going to be someone who is, the boy who cries wolf, but the fact of the matter is the world's getting weird. You can't deny it. No matter what you're doing right now, the world is in a weird fucking place, okay? So the way that I've been thinking about this is I want to, hope for the best, but plan for the worst. That's my goal with all this. So what I'm basically going to be teaching in this is really think about what businesses you could start right now that if we go into a recession or if things go bad, are going to actually be an opportunity. Think ahead. Because this really all started from when I was doing some research just on weird stuff. And it turned out that in 1918, there was a Spanish flu, just like the coronavirus, right? So then I was like, oh, that's a weird coincidence how exactly 100 years ago there was a virus that killed everybody and all they did was quarantine and stay inside, and that's how they were going to cure it. So I was like, well, I wonder if there's any other weird similarities, okay? Because after that, in 1918, there was World War II, or World War I was ending World War II, and then in 1929 or something, the Great Depression happens. And I'm like, well, fuck, if we're already getting hit by, life, if things happen in a cycle, if things rhyme, wouldn't it be better to be ahead of the economy crashing and just war and riots and crazy things like that? So I was like, well, what can I actually do right now? I'm busy. I have a lot of things going on, obviously, just like everybody else does. So I've been building these niche sites, right? And these niche sites basically take legs of their own. They take about 6 months, though, to truly get going. So every day, what I'm doing is I'm creating content, I'm building my email list, and I'm publishing. All right, those are like the 3 commandments. Content, build your list, publish. And I'm building these websites. I'm selling affiliate things. I'm selling different offers, whatever I can really to monetize. You get ads, you get traffic. Basically, if you get traffic, you get money. That's the name of the game. So I'm like, okay, so if we do go into a recession, what are the businesses that are going to survive? What are the businesses that are going to still be thriving even if everybody else is struggling and everything's going to shit, right? So you got your healthcare, you got the sin markets, you have fast food industries, you have basically all this stuff. Debt relief is one that I'm excited about, wealth and things of that nature. So I want to create these websites that are going to be essentially recession proof, so businesses that aren't going to go down and are going to be going up. I really think debt relief is a great idea. I think creating these niche sites totally focused and then gaining traffic on the health industry. So basically my big 3 are health, wealth, and enlightenment. And I know those are all, enlightenment's probably kind of strange, but if the economy does go to shit, if things get weird or worse, it'd be really good to have some of these businesses already established, already generating traffic. Because another thing that is that if money gets tight, if people have a hard time, the cost of ads are going to go up because businesses are still going to need to find customers no matter what. So if you have an ability to have a platform where people can run ads on in these big niches, you're going to be able to make a lot of money, especially if it's passive. So essentially what you do is you buy the domain, you start making the website now, right? Another great reason to start making these small niche sites right now is in 6 months is Christmas. So if you start right now, you're going to be out of the sandbox, you're going to be getting traffic, and you're probably going to be able to make all your money back in Christmas. I did it in the last show. I showed it's only $215 to have a flawless thing going, a flawless website that you're building over time, adding content, and eventually profiting. Again, it takes about 3 months to get out of the sandbox, but then after you're out of the sandbox, you're in authority mode. So if you publish one article every day to one of these websites in one of these niche categories, you're going to be good. So, I mean, let's just think about, the best way that we can build something like this. I mean, if we start giving people, like, let's just go with the debt relief, okay? If we start building a debt relief website today, okay, we buy the domain, we start putting in content, we start publishing every day. This is going to be good even if things don't go bad, even if a recession doesn't happen, even if money magically just keeps coming. People are still going to be in debt and people are still going to need help. So what's the harm in honestly building these businesses from the ground up now? There's nothing. Okay, so let's just talk about a few more recession-proof niches. All right, so you got consumer packaged goods. All right, America loves their stuff that they consume, the stuff that they always buy in large and bulk amounts. Okay, you got your health and beauty products. You've got the government. The government's never really going to run out of money because they print the money. So if you can ever become a government contractor or something like that. The healthcare niches. I really am going to build a large health website. I've already got it planned out. And I'm essentially going to bring people onto the podcast. I'm going to reach out to people. There's this really cool software where you just ask people questions and you can ask healthcare professionals and then they record on their own time their answer and then they send it back to you. And then you can build large amounts of content by doing this. Construction industries are going to remain recession proof. Technology is always going to be growing. There might not be as much money to spend on technology, but the rapid rate that everything's accelerating, everybody's always going to be getting more involved in their computers, more involved in the technology side, especially with the coronavirus going around where people are, it's called cocooning is what I found out. People are receding back and spending more time indoors with their technology. So if you were to jump in now and start building a technology website that helps people do this or that, you're going to be good. Retail isn't going to go anywhere. Pet products are big. I'm actually going to build a site on dog beds, just because I think it's funny and I think it's like a good niche. Because dogs need beds, and the more plush your dog is, the more expensive they'll buy for a dog bed. So ways to save money. I think money is going to become a really big focal point if the economy goes to shit, if things keep getting weird on all levels. People are getting evicted right now out of their houses. People are having record high unemployment. So if you help people save their money or learn to save money or learn to realize that it's not exactly about how much money you make, but how much money you save, and you start building niche websites or you build products for these people, this is really going to be an effective strategy in the future. So again, all we're doing is we're planning for the worst, but we're hoping for the best, okay? So I'm going to be starting multiple niches, and I really think there's no harm in you doing either. If you've never made a website before, you can go on, YouTube and just start doing it. I recommend just getting a WordPress website. WordPress websites are like a Honda, they're not that expensive. They're easy to set up. And then everyone in the world pretty much can fix anything that goes wrong for you if you have a problem. Instead of paying like $99 for a ClickFunnels or some other crap, just make it super simple and then just start working on it. And this actually is really interesting to me that, your work energy, everybody tends to go to their job and then they're burnt out and they don't want to work on anything. But if you just have a few passive websites going on in the back that you keep watering, and you have that market stamina and that thought ahead of time, like, hey, this isn't anything right now, but if I keep working, if I keep planting, if I keep watering, this is eventually going to grow into something beautiful. That's the whole goal. And then the other thing that you're building an asset if you know what you're doing, because you're going to get more return out of these websites than you would in the stock market, than you would in the buying and selling houses, because this is something you completely control, and it's something that has great value to people. People see buying businesses, even if it's just an online blog that makes money, as a great investment. And all you have to do is invest your time or invest in hiring people to build it for you. And that's the other thing, is once you get it blocked down, like you build the website and then you just get it set up to scale. And how you do that is you do keyword research to find let's say 5 main category of keywords, right? So you pick 5 high-level keywords that you're going to go after, right? And then you just pick one of those and you make what's called a silo, where you pick, the word will be, here, let's do it right now, where we look for debt relief. So I use a keyword research tool called KW Finder. I think it's like $40. It's not that much. So let's just do debt. If I can spell relief. Yeah, you don't have to know how to spell to do this either. It's mostly just doing it. Oh, that's another niche though. People are going to be stressed and anxious. If you built a website right now helping people de-stress, become less anxious, you're going to be able to make a lot of money. Okay, so debt relief is hard to rank for, but what you do in KW Finder is you click on this little button and it shows you the ones that are easy to rank for. So debt negotiator, you could write a blog article on that. It's still easy to rank for. It gets 1,700 searches a month. American debt relief, 2,100. Wow, I might just buy that domain, because that's incredible that that's even easy to rank for still. Financial debt. These are all super, super great keywords to go after. So you would I'd probably go after financial debt because it's got 1,500 searches a month, right? And it's still easy to rank for. So we take our keyword, right? So this is going to be a high-level keyword, and now we're going to build a silo around it. So you essentially just let's just go to Google. You type it in the key, and then you make a blog article on every single one of these things that pops up in the suggestion bar: debt relief, or financial debt relief, financial debt advisor, financial debt meeting, financial debt recovery, financial debt to equity ratio, financial debt ratio, consolidation, relief, blah, 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 blah. You write all these articles out, and then you have this one linking to the main one. You have this one linking to the second. You have this one linking to the third. And then all of them link back up to financial debt, and that's what a silo is. And that's how you can really start to blow up and take over the world and really start to make a lot of money. I mean, again, this is a business that, if your main business fell apart, if what you were doing wasn't working because of the coronavirus, or you lost your job, then you could spend more time on this and you could start to actually make a lot of money. And then if you get this to a certain point, because think about it, once you put in the work for 6 months to a year, it's going to take on a whole life of its own, because it's going to start gaining traffic, it's going to start gaining momentum, and then you can hire VAs to take care of it from there, or you can sell it for 10x multiple of what you've already been doing. I just don't see the downside yet in any of these, other than you have to put in a lot of work. But for anything in life, you have to put in quite a bit of work to get anything out of it. So this is what I've been thinking about, though. We all know, things are weird. There's the coronavirus, it's an election year, people are struggling, and I have to sell stuff all the time just to make my money. And I see in people, they're scared, they're worried, they're stressed out, and those are not the signs of success. Those are the signs of, things are hard, and things are not necessarily in the best place for growth, for success, really. That's not the building stuff of success. We do have to go through a hard period of time, but who knows if we're gonna like instantly recover. I mean, usually when such big vessels like countries have a hard time making money, it's not a direct plunge into utter shit and chaos, and it's not just a complete turnaround back into growth and success. So it's going to take a while for this stuff to really play all the way through before we really see what is going on. That's why I think building businesses that, you know, are completely focused, that help people if things do go south, is a great plan for the future for anybody. So again, like financial debt, stress and anxiety, people are going to need, you know, sleep, they're going to need learn how to make money. All these things are great side businesses that we can start right now. You just build a blog and you start putting out content in an intelligent way, and you're going to start profiting. Now, if things do get weird, this is a great time to do a few other things too, other than just start a business. Okay, the first one that comes to mind is close open loops. What is an open loop? An open loop is a project that you started that you just never finished. It's just out there hanging out, you know, or you have some promise that you made somebody, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll do that. You haven't done it yet. You know, these are things that need to get closed so that you can deal and focus with everything else. So the first thing that I would do is close your open loops. The main point that I wanted to get across was like, start thinking outside the box. Start thinking, you know, what if things do go to shit? What am I going to do? How am I going to stay afloat? What's my bulletproof profit plan? You know, so what's really going to take you to that next level if things don't go as you plan, you know? And probably a lot of people are already struggling and not sure what to do. Like this, I mean, this isn't a make money fast. This is like a make money over a long period of time while learning about a subject that you're already interested in. And this is also the difference between making a dog bed niche website, right? And actually making a business that has real value in the world. So start to think outside the box about how you can make money and how you can make one of these passive businesses that is going to not only be profitable in the long run, but you're going to be able to put a lot of work in. So here's a way that you can make a lot of content for your website for really cheap, okay? I've been doing this and it's just working like gangbusters. So you go on Upwork, okay, and you put this out there. You say, I'm looking to hire someone with excellent English writing skills to write a 25-page report on whatever your niche is. 25 pages is a lot. And I've found that people are willing to do this for like $150, and it's good work. I've done it tons of times, and it's for any category. And I have a whole proposal. I'll link it up or something if anybody wants it down below. And you just put this on Upwork, and for $100 you get 25 pages of content. Not only can you take each chapter of that or each page and start putting that on your website to gain traffic and to build content, but you can slap it up on Amazon or Kindle for, you know, $4.99 and start profiting from this. So let's just talk again about making as much money from, or not making as much money, but just, you know, capitalizing on an opportunity that is, the opportunity is that things might go to shit. People are going to be stressed. People are going to be needing debt relief. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be planning ahead right now to make the best of these things. We're going to write books on getting less stress in your life. And we're going to be writing websites that are helping people with anxiety chill out, you know, and these are valuable things. And as the world goes potentially, hopefully better, I hope everything is better. Again, I'm not the boy that cries wolf. I'm just saying, like, hope for the best, but plan for the worst. So we're going to make these websites that help, you know, people that are going to be going into debt. Because let's just think about this. This is fucked up, but in America, what is going to happen if they run out of money? Like, we're not going to stop buying useless shit. Like, that's not the American way. We're going to keep buying shit. We're going to keep, like, just driving ourselves into more debt and more debt and more debt because I mean, not everybody. I'm an American. We're strong-willed people, and we're not gonna fucking stop living our lifestyle, just because we're broke. So maybe we need to start building some assets that are going to, be triggered and are going to make more money to help people get out of debt once they drill themselves into debt. And these aren't things that are just going to go away, so even if nothing happens, these are just good ideas. But I really like the idea of not only writing our content about this stuff, not only outsourcing content for our website, but also having a whole bunch of different writers writing on the same subject. So you'll have writers on Upwork, you'll get writers on Fiverr, you'll hire the good writers to keep writing for you. And you can either do that or you can do all the content yourself. I actually recommend for like the first 3 months, just do it all yourself, right? Write as much content, and then as soon as you start to get out of the sandbox, as soon as you start to really see some potential, some traffic, then you can start hiring people to write the content for you and to keep on building these things, because that's how you're really going to break through. These aren't like little things. Like what I recommend is one piece of content per day. Okay, so that's 30 pieces of content a month. And that for 3 months is going to be 90 pieces of content. Once you get to about 150 pieces of content, you're going to start profiting. And if it's all on the same niche, all focused in the same direction with the same message, you're going to end up finding some really amazing opportunities that you never would have found before. So that's what I'm trying to get at, is you should think like, what are some big problems that I can tackle, that I'm interested in, that I could be useful for? And if things do go down the tubes, will this still be relevant? You don't necessarily want to start making a website on, yacht boats right now, when everything is more like indoors and, necessity takes more, oomph. People need toilet paper more than they need to go out and party on boats, even though everybody wants to go party on boats. So these are the thoughts that I have, and this is kind of where I'm going. But not only that, but if things do go down, it'd be good for you to know how to save more money, for you to know how to get out of debt, for you to have passive income, and then you can pass that knowledge on and you'll actually be helping people. So it's just a win-win-win, all right? And I'm doing this. If you want to join me, you're going to go to moneysites.net, all right? And it's totally free. I'm going to be doing a free training, and then once the training's done, it's going to be like $1,000 for the course. So this is what I'm doing. I'm building these websites from scratch. You're going to learn all my SEO tactics. You're going to learn how to build WordPress websites and all sorts of cool stuff, how to set them up, and then how to do PR and SEO, and like how to just blow these things up, because I know so much about this and I'm going through the process right now. So if you really want to get involved and with me, go to moneysites.net and just put your email in and you'll get updated on what I'm doing. I'm going to be teaching you guys, the golden keyword ratio. We're going to be going into finding the right niche, finding easy niches. I have 3 things. I want to make easy money, right? I want to create businesses that have purpose, and I want to create businesses that can absolutely scale to the moon. And I want to go global. I want these things to be completely global, so that whatever I'm doing, I'm building something that can actually become much larger than me, much larger than life. So I hope you enjoyed this conversation we've had. Don't forget, saveearthprojects.com. It's really important that we help the planet, and it's just now beginning. I'm totally humble building this, and if anybody wants to help me save the world, just go to Save Earth Project and shoot me an email at thesaveearthproject@gmail.com, and let's do this. So I hope I was useful. I hope you guys learned some useful information, and really just remember, content, build your list, and publish. Those are the 3 commandments for basically being future success and building these money sites going forward. So really appreciate you guys tuning in. I look forward to catching you on the next one.